L'Azur Bois.
Summer breeze, French country cottage on the first floor. A terrace so modest, staining the deck, a labor of love. Transforming the old, making it new. Passion in the sun shining bright, dipping in the paint, spreading it just right. Each stroke a memory etched in the wood, creating a haven where memories could. Oh, the colors of the terrace so alive. Oh, every hue telling a tale of love and strife. With every brushstroke we mark the way, painting our dreams on this deck. No one
Hey, come, Scratchy, come. Yeah, you can't walk here right now. No, come. Yeah, I've just cleaned it, guys. Yeah, I'm painting here. So, yeah, last episode I was contemplating of power washing this area just to reveal the stones a little bit more, but I went over it with the steel brush just now, and the lime mortar is hard enough to give it a good brushing, which reveals more of the surface of the stones. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. I'm pretty happy. Some corners and some parts need a little blob of extra lime mortar, but I'll do that when I make the next batch up for the next project. Some of you were talking about mentioning this vine here that's gonna eventually destroy the stairs, the lime. Yeah, I'm gonna have to manage this vine. I'm gonna have to trim it. And then Nadia was thinking about putting up a fake vine, a good looking fake vine to cover the neighbor's walls, because this property here belongs to the neighbor. And that brings me into the next job, which is quite urgent right now. Let me explain. This is obviously our property with the staircase leading up onto the higher terrace, so to speak. But this property here belongs to our neighbor, and it is a garage barn type of car storage property. Actually, it's larger than our property, but he's not really using it. He's not coming here. He's old, doesn't see too well anymore. He's not really doing anything about it, apart from having someone coming over to trim the weed that are growing here. Yeah, also a word mentioning it. This is a cherry tree that's growing on his property, and all those little white leaves that you've seen everywhere in my video, my last video, that's the blossom coming off of his cherry tree. The problem I have right now, or the problem I've had for a long time, but I need to deal with right now, is the water coming off of his roof and dripping onto our property, especially in that corner, because that is a corner that really receives the least amount of sunlight, and you can already see it. The green moss is growing on his wall there. It's just a really wet area, and that's the only reason it has, is that there's just no drainage. There's no gutter on his roof. The only issue I have is where will the rainwater will have to lead to. I mean, it collects in the gutter and then it needs to be evacuated off the property. I don't want to have any pipes going through the air onto my drainage. So the only solution I could come up with really was to install a drain on that part of his roof right here, and then leading it back onto his lower situated roof. And then it will just do like all the other rainwater, it will just run down onto his property. So I bought the tools and the consumables, and I'm gonna install that today. I want to have that installed before the first rain, because I don't want to have my new stairs all mossed up within no time. So let's get started. So this is the roof looking from the side. I'm now standing on our terrace, and basically a gutter needs to be under the edge of the tiles, right? These are the gutter brackets, so that should be sitting something like this really, to effectively catch the rain. Now normally I would attach them to the rafters, but the rafters are not long enough. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend the rafters with bits of timber I have, and then then I could position the gutter, the brackets and the gutter in the right position. So I'm gonna have to find timber that I can cut the size and extend the existing rafters with.
I wake up every morning to a damp and gloomy sight. Moss growing thick and green, it's taking over the yard. But today I've got a plan, gonna fix this mess right. Installing rain gutters, gonna catch every drop so hard.
So I fitted the first bracket, and I really had to adjust it, amend it, modify it a lot, because I want it to sit as high as possible to the roof edge of the neighbor. Because as you can see, I am a tall guy, 2 meters, 6 feet 6 and a bit, but it is still an area where you have to bend down. So I don't want to reduce any of the height by having a rain gutter that sits too low. So because I have modified the bracket quite a bit, I need to do a dry fit and see if the gutter is still fitting in the bracket, but that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
I wake up every morning to a damp and gloomy sight. Moss growing thick and green, it's taking over the yard. But today I've got a plan, gonna fix this mess right. Installing rain gutters, gonna catch every drop so hard. I gather up my tools, ready to take control. Time to say goodbye to the moss, I won't miss it anymore. Drilling holes, attaching pipes, rainwater's gonna roll. No more soggy ground, my backyard gonna be restored. Raindrops in the garden, falling from the sky into rain gutters flowing by. No more moss, no more. My green oasis now about to grow.
Yeah, so it's not really the most elegant solution, but it is a solution to a problem that I have at this very moment. As soon as it starts raining, this will all turn green. Yeah, it's really the only solution I have. I mean, the only other way of getting rid of the water coming from my neighbor's roof would be to build a whole contraption here with pipes leading into our water evacuation, and that would be either tunneling here through the dirt, then going through that wall somehow. Yeah, that's just gonna be a weeks of work and expensive, and I'm not really interested in putting a whole lot of money in it. In the end, it is not a problem caused by me. The water coming from the roof of the neighbor is his problem, but he is an older guy. He's not really actively using this area. He shows up here to inspect the lot once every so many months. Yeah, I think he's already happy that I took a problem out of his hands and came up with a solution myself. Yeah, it's not beautiful. I did it with PVC pipe. Zinc would be nicer if in some time from now, or Nadia finds that this is not cool, then we can change the PVC into zinc. It'll make it look a little bit neater. But for now, I'm not really into spending a whole lot of money in this. I just want to keep this area dry. Let's see how it works. Later in this week it will start raining as predicted. Right, on to the next job. So I've just finished applying the second coat. Still looks a bit purple. This stuff looks purple when you put it on, but then the wood color comes back after half an hour or so. And it's sort of dry after 2 hours in this temperature, 20 degrees. Yeah, this is looking a lot more like what we want to have. Not too light, not too dark, somewhere in the middle. Yeah, looks a lot better to our liking. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for liking, for subscribing, for commenting. And a thank you to all the people who supply us with the needed doses of caffeine once in a while. Thank you very much. If you would like to contribute a little bit to this channel, then see the link in the description or below to donate us a cup of coffee. That would be greatly appreciated. Next episode, I am going to work on the ceiling roof of the middle house. The middle house will be quite a fairly easy job to do. So yeah, I want to get something going in there so that that keeps the motivation up as well when I see results, you know. And at the same time, I'm going to stock up on materials for the bathroom. See you next time.